here, which I'm just going to summarize.
I answer this one first, and then you
okay, and then we'll have that. So go ahead, okay. And then we'll do one final round.
We can meet later. My good brother, I didn't get his name at the back, says, am I dismissing the calls of unity? By no means, no, I'm not dismissing the calls of unity. I just want a bit of honesty and decency around those calls. When we went and we were told that we were having the handshake and it was about the unity of the country, it never turned out that it was a conspiracy. It wasn't genuine. You know, what happened? There was no unity. There was no building bridge. There was nothing. What happened? The handshake destroyed Jubilee, the ruling party. The handshake destroyed NASA, the opposition coalition. The handshake destroyed our Big Four plan. We couldn't implement it. The handshake destroyed government as we knew it. There was no government, there was no opposition. We ended up in a conundrum that nobody knew who was in the opposition. So, as we call for unity, is it the unity of the leaders or is it the unity of the people? It is way different, because there is a push by our competitors that the unity they understand is that if you have 3, 4, 5 leaders from their communities deciding to work together, that is unity, and every Kenyan should be satisfied with it. We hold a different view. We believe that the unity of the nation will be built around getting everybody included, the inclusion, the political inclusion. That's why we are building a national political movement. That's why we are building a national political party. That's why we and our competitors and our friends, we are building a national political formation. Economic inclusion. It's not that when a leader has occupied an office, he has occupied an office on behalf of his community. No. It is the economic inclusion that will create the unity of the nation. And to speak to you directly, if you want to tell us today that you want us to believe you, that you are genuine about the unity of the country, you know? And you have just come from your commitment. You said, this is my commitment, this is my word as a leader. You've walked away from it. In fact, I consider the so-called unity, you know, people running away from their commitments, people running away from what they have committed to other leaders. And if you can lie, if you can cheat, if you can betray a fellow leader, what will you do to the people of Kenya? Huh? So, I mean, really, we have to be honest about this thing, you know, and that's we must speak candidly as Kenyans to these issues. Let's not gloss over big words, or, you know, unity of the country, a second liberation, Mandela moment. No, I mean, this is all nonsense. I'm sorry. I mean, we really must speak to the real issues that bring people together. Health. Health is a very big issue. In fact, it's just that he squeezed time out of me. That's one thing that is at the heart of this conversation. We had a whole program on universal health. Unfortunately, we couldn't deal with it because we ended up chasing the BBI stories and the rest of it. So what is our plan? we managed this year, in fact, three months ago, we managed to pass the changes to the law to make it possible for us to re-engineer the whole health space and make it possible for us to get to universal health coverage that carries with it your concerns on how women access health and how the citizens of Kenya access health. We now have the law that will give us a graduated contribution mechanism where people earning 6 figures like myself can pay more, and the people down the pyramid can pay less. And it is our considered view coming from experts and complete with actuarial expertise that it is possible under the new arrangement for us to double, if not triple, the resources that will be available to manage our health under our new health program as passed by the law in Parliament. That way, we can be able to deliver health in a much more predictable, quality health in a better way. And with it, you know, when we came into office in 2013, okay, I remember, I think it was in 2015, we then said that government of Kenya will pay through National Hospital Insurance Fund for every mother who gives birth. Many women avoided going to hospital because they could not afford, but we made it possible that every child must be born with health professionals in place. And that's why significantly we have reduced maternal deaths. With our universal health coverage properly rearranged, that will scale up those interventions. On matters to do with abortion, the law is very clear in Kenya until it is changed that if the health or the well-being or the survival of the mother is in jeopardy, doctors are legally given the permission to save the life of the mother. So that the provision on where life is in danger is already captured by our law. Maybe then, unless you're talking about something much more progressive, then that's another discussion. Kenya is a democratic country. We will have a conversation. And when we get to that place where we make that decision, then we will implement it in whatever fashion that the law will provide at that point in time. Mushibi, sorry, yeah, on what guarantees do we have to make